So Leo Toledo asked on the live chat, what are the most beautiful roads for a road trip in New Zealand? All right, Laura, what are the most beautiful roads for a road trip in New Zealand? Did you think of that? Did you make a top 10? Yes, she did.
Yes.
So Laura took the time to write this, which is a beautiful article.
Oh, it's gone back.
It's moving a lot. Most beautiful roads in New Zealand, right here on NZPocketGuide.com. So if you guys want to actually read the information, get even more information than what we're going to be talking about right now, you can check out the website. It's NZPocketGuide.com. The link is in the description below. Here you go. So many signs to show you guys. And it's totally free, so there's no catch. All right. So the first most beautiful road, Laura, that you came up with was Lindis Pass, wasn't it?
Yes, I think this is usually the road that everyone sort of raves about in New Zealand. And it's between, if you're doing a road trip, it's usually the stint where you're traveling between either Queenstown and Wanaka toward Omarama, or if you want to make that a little bit more concise, it's between Cromwell and Omarama. So this is a beautiful a road that goes through a mountain pass, and you have lots of sort of tussock landscape around you, lots of like exposed alpine sort of environments. And yeah, it's a really stunning road to drive, but there is only one real sort of parking up area where you can take photos. But this road is actually known for having quite a few accidents because people just tend to pull up on the side of the road and not get out of the way. And yeah,
so just wait for the parking spot.
So
on top of it, that's where you get some of the best pictures.
Yeah, exactly. When you get to the highest point of the pass, there's signs everywhere to show you where you can park up. And there's even a little bit of a walk where you can walk up a little bit higher to get the best views, and you can get awesome pictures from there. What's the next one?
The next one is another pass. It's Hastings Pass.
Hastings Pass. Okay, this is a road between the little township of Hast, which is in the south of the west coast. Township. Yes, there's 240 people living there. But yeah, this is located. So Hast is located at the bottom of the west coast of the South Island, and the road goes across the South Island, leading to Wanaka. And this is a really stunning, obviously another beautiful road. That's what this is all about. But the highlights along the way are all the waterfalls that you can see. You can park up at various waterfall walks, and they're literally, you can see the waterfalls about a 5-minute walk from the roadside. So there are lots of really awesome photo opportunities. And there's also the Blue Pools of Hast there, which is a beautiful river gorge with real like vivid blue water that comes from the glaciers because it is right on the edge of the Mount Aspiring National Park.
Next one is the road that you may not even be driving yourself, but still enjoy the sceneries of, is Milford Road.
Yes, so the road to Milford Sound, the part that really refers to is between the town of Te Anau and Milford Sound itself. And this road trip you can actually experience on one of the many bus tours, and we do have an article on nzpocketguide.com listing all the best bus tours from Queenstown or from Te Anau. There's listings for both. But yeah, you can enjoy that through a bus tour, so you can actually sort of take in all the scenery as you're going. And all the bus tours stop by various scenic points along the way, and various short walks like the Mirror Lakes, the Chasm, all the highlights. Or you can drive it yourself.
Forgotten World Highway is number 4.
Okay, so this is on the North Island, and this goes between the town of Taumanui and Stratford in Taranaki. And this is Forgotten World Highway, named because it is a place that looks like it's been long forgotten.
It's Jurassic Park, the drive.
Yeah, so it has a mix of landscapes. You have like rolling farmland and just rural land as far as the eye can see. And then you get into areas where it's just sort of like wild native forest and beautiful river gorges that you go beside. Part of the drive is on gravel road, so it kind of makes it feel even more wild. And there's a few weird sort of tunnels, road tunnels that are quite old, and it has the date above when they were made, and they sort of go through the mountains, which is quite funny, especially when you're in a massive motorhome.
And there is the Republic of Whangamomona over there, which is a republic in New Zealand, so you can get your stamp stamped at the Whangamomona Hotel, which is quite fun. Your passport stamp, yes. Okay, another Jurassic-looking road is the Waioeka Gorge.
Yes, this is a bit of an off-the-beaten-track road trip, but we really loved it in New Zealand, and we think it's a bit of an underrated sort of road. But this goes between that's on the North Island, and it goes between Opotiki and Gisborne. And along the way, you are traveling alongside a beautiful river, and the whole landscape around it is just like sort of like jungle area. It looks like Jurassic Park, and there's loads of stops along the way where it has signs telling you more about the area. So there's a lot of safe parking spots to go to and experience the area longer.
And if you're not sure how to spell that, again, there is a link in the description below with the article and the spelling of all those places. We're going back to the South Island for Arthur Pass on number 6.
Yes, Arthur's Pass is one of the highest, not the highest, but one of the highest passes across the Southern Alps. And this goes between Greymouth and Christchurch. Not exactly between those two places, but they're the sort of main dots.
Ish.
Yeah. So you can experience this by road, or you can experience this by train, because there's also a train line that goes through there called the Transalpine. It goes through the Arthur's Pass National Park, which is known for its beautiful mountain landscape, braided rivers, and you get to see the sort of slow transition of the Canterbury Plains, the farm area, the mountains, then transitioning into the west coast, where there's lots of sort of wild jungle landscapes again.
We're moving on to all the way back on the top of New Zealand in Northland for the Twin Coast Discovery Highway.
This is the sort of longest road because it's actually two roads. It's like State Highway 1 and then another state highway that comes back down. But this sort of gets you to experience the Northland area and all the amazing sort of stuff that you get to see along the way. Beautiful coastline and Kauri Forest, which is the forest containing the largest types of trees in New Zealand.
And then we are going central North Island with Desert Road on number 8.
Yes, so the Desert Road is actually, it's one you don't need to take a detour for most people.
No, you will drive through it.
It is State Highway 1 through the North Island, and this goes alongside the Tongariro National Park. So on the Desert Road, you get to see really good views, as long as there's not too many clouds, really good views of the Central North Island volcanoes, which is the Tongariro, Nauhui, and Ruapehu.
Nice. And honestly, you don't even really have to stop. You can stop. There's a few short walks to do around, and there's some long walks to do. But just driving by, seeing those volcanoes is absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely. All
right, moving on to Taranaki region with Surf Highway 45. That's a really scenic road, and that's number 9 in our list.
Yes. So Surf Highway 45 is between the town of New Plymouth in Taranaki, and Taranaki's on the west coast of the North Island. It's a bit that sticks out on the side, and it goes sort of follows the coast down to a place called Opunaki. That's it. And yeah, it passes through lots of various small towns, like classic Kiwi towns, but also lots of amazing beaches for surfing if you like surfing, but also just scenic beaches as well. There's also, the whole drive has amazing views of Mount Taranaki, which is like the sort of main volcanic cone of the area. And also some historical sites as well. There's a shipwreck off the side of the road.
Yeah, that's true.
There's also a Maori Pass site, which is actually really well sort of preserved, because most of the area was sort of like
Korupa site, is it right? No?
Yeah. Korupa. Most of the areas sort of was made with stone rather than wood, like old Pass sites used to be. And Pass sites are fortified Maori villages, so it's kind of like a cool Maori historical.
It's one
site.
Of the best preserved Maori Pass site we've ever seen in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay, and wrapping us up for this list of the top 10 great drive of New Zealand, the most scenic, most beautiful drive of the country, is another coastal drive, and it's along the west coast of the South Island, and it's the Great Coast Road.
Yes, so this goes between Westport in the South Island on the west coast and goes all the way to, where does it end? I think it ends in, not Greymouth. Yeah. Where does it end?
Charleston?
No. Punakaiki, maybe.
Yes, Punakaiki. Oh, Charleston, Punakaiki is not too far. Yeah, Punakaiki.
Yeah, so
let's go for Punakaiki.
Yeah, so this basically the highlight of this. Not only is the coast itself and the drive really scenic, because you're on the edge of the South Island, seeing like the waves. It's really known on this side of the coast of the South Island to have like really rough waves coming in and a huge like splashing across the rocky coastal landscape. So you get to see all that. But also the highlight is the Punakaiki pancake rocks, which are an interesting formation where it looks like stones that are stacked on top of each other like pancakes, hence the name. So yeah, that is our list of the 10 most beautiful roads in New Zealand.
Again, if you do want to read it yourself, you can head to nzpocketguide.com. You get a full article with a ton of information and pictures of all of those drive, so you can decide for yourself which one you want to do. If you do find this video useful, you may want to click the like button. It's a great free way to say thank you for all the hard work. And if you want to get more travel tips for New Zealand, you may want to hit the subscribe button. It's a great way to just be aware when we have new videos and new travel tips for you. And you can also hang out with us in a live session. We do that every Sunday at 8 a.m. New Zealand time. There's a link in the description below for everything I just talked about, the website, the timing, all of those kind of things. In the meantime, I'll go back to the live chat.